Hey guys, Future Breezy here, and before this video begins, I would like to start off by saying this video is for educational and research purposes only, and it's not intended in any way to be used for any illegal purposes. I do not promote the sales, use, or distribution of any controlled substances. You have been warned. I do not condone the use of any illegal manners in this video, and with that, let's begin. What is going on, all of you growers and smokers out there? Easy Breezy here, coming back with another video. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be dunking these bad boys here. Now, before we get started, I would like to say this one thing. If you haven't gone over to the community tab on the channel, go ahead and leave a comment under my latest post there about any questions you might have about mycology or myself. I know a few of you have already commented, and yes, I see you. I've been holding off on making that video because I'd like it to be a little bit longer than 3 or 4 minutes. But anyways, if that interests you or whatever, go ahead and jump over there and leave a comment. And so let's get into this. So stuff you're gonna need, of course, you're gonna need your BRF cakes. You're gonna need some gloves. You don't need them at this stage in time, but I'm gonna use them anyways. But they're not needed. And you're gonna need a large enough container to completely submerge your cakes, and you're gonna need another object to place on top of these cakes to completely submerge them underwater. In this case, I'm gonna be using two 16-quart. Cat, can you stop eating stuff? I'm gonna be using two 16-quart Sterlite containers, and that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get into this. So the first step we're gonna have to do is go ahead and grab our water. So I already have that. Let me go ahead and move these all aside and show you the container. Alright, so here is our container of water. And it's another important thing to add here too, is if you're using two of these Sterlite 16-quart containers, you can see on this side here where my hand is, there's a sticker here. It's a good idea to remove that sticker and wipe away all the adhesive that is on the other side. And I just use a knife, just take the sticker off as best you can, and then use rubbing alcohol to wipe away the remaining residue. And you know, that'll help protect our mycelium. At this stage, contamination isn't really a big worry for us right now, so it's okay to even do this with your bare hands as long as they're semi-clean. I mean, don't go outside and work on your car or whatever and do this. But I just got these gloves on here. I've lightly sanitized them. So let's go ahead and pop open these jars here. Got this jar right here. Just gonna open up the top, and I'm gonna actually save these tops. I'm actually not gonna open it over the water, but because of the aluminum foil in here. But I'm actually gonna save the lids because we're gonna be using that later on. So there we go. I've got the jar open. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit, but here's the jar opened up. I'm gonna give it a couple little light squeezes among the sides, and then we're gonna down towards the bottom too. Let me see if I can get that in there a little bit better. There we go. And we're gonna turn it upside down, little shake, and it all comes out. And we just I'm gonna actually show you guys a little bit of a close-up on this, just because I feel like it. As you can see here, a little bit of this part here could have been colonized a little bit more, but I'm getting sick of waiting on these. I've had them in there for a little bit, and you can see it's actually hydrated pretty well. So I'm only gonna throw these in here for the first dunk for like 8 hours. They shouldn't need anything more than that. Usually I go, when you first take them out of a jar, I usually go 8 to 12 hours for the first initial dunk, and then anything after that, so after your first harvest, I will go like 12 to 16, maybe 24. 24 is kind of pushing it, but I'll usually go a little bit longer on that. So you can see here I got the first cake floating around, and I'm only going to open up a few of them on camera and then skip ahead, just so this video doesn't drag on forever. So let's go ahead and throw our second cake in here. Go ahead and get this bad boy in here. Let me see, opening it up. Try not to get any aluminum foil inside the water, but if it happens, so be it. There we go. Toss the aluminum foil across the room. Squeeze the bottoms. And I like using these containers here. If you want to know where I get my BRF jars now and my spores, of course, you can always email me or ask me on any of my social links below. I will get around to answering you eventually. So we got that squeezed out. Flip it upside down. Pops right out. And that is all done. And give it. I like to give them a nice little look over, just to see if there's anything crazy on them. No, looks all good to me. I thought that was a pin right there. No. But you can see how fuzzy the top is getting. Usually that's a good sign of healthy mycelium. We'll just gently put her in the water, and I'm going to open up one more on camera. One more. Take the jar. Open her up. I got the camera flipped on the other side today. I'm used to folding it more to the left, because I gotta hold it a little more to the right. And I think we got some aluminum foil in the water. Nope, maybe not. Toss that across the room. Get this off, toss it across the room too. And a couple squeezes along the sides. And I have 2 strains of this, so I'm gonna run this for 8 hours, and then I'm gonna do my other strain that I got. Lift it up. Oh, looks like, there we go. And give it a little look over. Looks pretty good so far. I think that's uncolonized. Just a tad bit. Throw it in the water. Doesn't make a difference to me. Looks good. Toss her in. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw the remaining 3 that I have here into this water, and we'll move ahead to the next step. So, turns out one of the jars isn't quite colonized enough. One side of it, like down through here, isn't colonized enough. So I'm probably gonna let it sit for another week or so and see how that works out. These are only 8-ounce cakes, so I'd like to kind of maximize as much as I can get. There is a way to throw this into bulk, but I'm too lazy to do that. And like I said, I just want to get them out of the grow box so I can get my next batch in. I don't like to sit on syringes too long. So once we got these cakes in here, there was something important I wanted to say. I think it was important. Probably not. Anyways, we will need to grab our object, which I left in the other room, to throw on top of this. So let me go grab that. So I forgot to add that these were all sanitized with bleach. That foam and bleach, if you watched my, was it my previous video? It might have been my previous video showing how to clean my grow tent. Sorry, I just used that foam and bleach to clean these out, wipe them off, rinse them off very well, and they're good to go. So here's our second Sterlite 16 quart pan. We're gonna throw right on top, and as you can see, it does a pretty decent job at if I can get these actually more in the middle here. It does a pretty decent job here on filling these up. And this is actually a mono tub that I have here. If you really wanted to, you could throw some extra water on top of that to weigh it down. But since I'm a little bit different than most people, I'm going to use this big gumball machine I got, just chilling. And I'm just going to throw this right on top here. Try to get it as centered as I can into the bin. Yeah, that works pretty well. I need to bring it a little more. Yeah, that looks good. Oops. There we go. Perfect. So I got this big, giant gumball machine just chilling on top of here. Don't ask me why I have it, but I got many of these. So anyways, this is gonna end this episode off here. Like I said, after 8 to 12 hours here, I'm gonna be taking these out and getting ready for fruiting conditions, so there will be a video on that. Make sure to stick around, don't miss out on that. This video is going to be uploaded to both channels, Easy Breezy Grows and Easy Breezy Mycology. So if you are subscribed to both channels and see the double upload, that's why. So this is going to end this episode off here. If you guys like this type of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And Yeah, until next time, keep on growing, keep on smoking, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. See you later. Bye bye.